Hello, folks. This is Craig Powell, Nimnik Chevrolet. One of the questions that I'm asked more often than the other is about pricing. Uh, there's a lot of confusion in this area just because there's a lot of advertising out there. There's some false ads, there's some hype, there's some things, not just from dealers, but from third-party sources who tell you they can get you this price or get you that price. Just want to clarify some things on pricing. Uh, some of the things that determines a price is one is dealer to factory, factory to dealer incentive or factory to customer incentive. That is something that is based on supply and demand. If there is a big supply of vehicles and not as much demand to keep up with that supply, of course, the manufacturer is going to create some incentive in order to move those cars. The hottest selling cars, of course, are not going to have as much incentive on those as some of the one that may be a little bit slower selling. This is something that I ascribe and provide information to assist my clients. Often, dealers are allowed to choose certain vehicles that are on their lot. With Chevrolet, it's called tag. We can put a special tag on certain vehicles, and it will increase the rebate. By having an open dialogue, I can help my customers point them to those vehicles. Not that I'm choosing the vehicles for them, but I'm giving them options. Here's a vehicle that if this one fits what you're looking for, I can save you an extra $1,000 on. I think that's valuable information. Another one is equipment and options. Very important. I've seen folks who may shop one vehicle from dealer A versus a different vehicle from dealer B, and they're comparing the price where some of the options are the same, but maybe not all the options are the same. Another one, add-on, etc., that is very similar to the options. Many times, some dealers don't always disclose all the information that are added on in the beginning. You kind of find that out at the end. Again, that's a good reason to deal with someone. You can develop that relationship, have someone who's willing to deal with you openly and provide you information. Another area that controls prices is length of time on the lot. Uh, Again, if I'm dealing with someone who's open and telling me what they're trying to accomplish, what they need, I can direct them to certain vehicles. Again, not picking it for them, but just showing them as an option. Here's one that can save you some more money. And like I said, all of this is based on supply and demand. Now, there are three pricing policies mainly that dealerships use. Knowing the pricing policy of dealership will make your buying experience a lot easier. The first one is traditional pricing. That's kind of about 30 years ago when I started in the car business. Everybody was using traditional pricing. Basically, they priced the car as high as they possibly could to get the most money. And if you wanted a lower price, you spent a lot of time either negotiating with that dealer, then sometimes it could take hours, or you traveled around from dealership to dealership. Of course, back then there was no internet, so you actually had to spend your time driving in, sitting down, and talking with the dealers in order to get the best price, which they didn't readily give information openly over the phone because they felt that you would not come to visit them. Many dealers are still practicing that policy. Um, Honestly, that policy is not very well received, not just by the public, but also salespeople. Salespeople don't want to spend hours negotiating the price. They rather find out if they have someone who's ready to buy, who have what they want, and make the sale or move on, honestly. But if you're dealing with one of those dealers, you got to prepare to negotiate in that manner. Um, the way it worked traditionally, the buyer comes in and throw out a lowball price that nobody's going to meet. The seller gives a price that's so high that chances are the buyer's not going to buy it at that price. So what evolved from that is another form, one price selling. The price is set, and you want to buy the car, you buy it at that price, or don't buy it at all. That has some advantages, also has some disadvantages. One, if you're able to get you're in a position where you can get additional savings, you're not rewarded with that at a one price shopping store. What we use is called value pricing. If you go to our website, nimnikchevy.com, you will see that most of our vehicles have some discount on them. I say most. Sometimes there are vehicles that are limited availability that we may not discount, but almost all of them have some discount built in. You don't spend your time negotiating to get that price. If there's some additional savings, I can get that for you as well. Again, if you have any questions, you can call me. My number is 904-885-6828. It's Craig Powell, Nimnik Chevrolet. You can view me on Facebook, Win with Craig, or you can view our website, nimnikchevy.com. Thank you. Have a great day.